Hello and welcome. I'm the DreamWiz and today I'd like to show you one of my smaller ships. I have just built these and the idea with these ships was to make a tiny flying ship with extendable legs to just lock it in place. But when I was working on it, I just noticed I was just making a mech eventually. So I was really basing the ship around it eventually. So the first build I came up with was basically this thing right here, but then without most of these accessories, I suppose. And originally I was planning to do one with landing pads to avoid it from falling over too much and having too much problem while walking. I said that completely wrong. Too much problems with walking. That sounded stupid. Anyways, the legs work in a very simple fashion. They extend the foot forward. Well, the hip turns forward, the feet and then the knee extend also forward, and the hip retracts back. Basically making the step for the mech, and then the foot, the pistons, I mean really, the pistons retract, knees retract, and the hip swerves forward again, and it starts all over again. So let me just show you this in motion. So let's see here. As you can see, I have quite a bit of a mess when it comes to timers over here. So let's see. Walk. That's the thing I need. So it just basically starts off as left. The left does the hip thing, so it moves forward. It goes to the step, the left step, which extends the knee, and then retracts the hip again, and the pistons extend to make the step, as it were. And then let me see here which ones come next. It's the left restart. Am I missing it? I'm missing it. Oh, there it is. Right. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one then retracts the knee again, and the hip, and it retracts the foot again, and then it kind of sorry. And then it starts over at left start again, not the restart, but left start. Wait, it starts at the restart. I'm getting confused about my own stuff here. It doesn't start at the walk again, it starts at restart and then goes back to start. Walk only works once, that's just to initiate the movement. That's what I meant. So on the start, the hip goes forward again, and basically that's it. It's a very simple mechanic, and it works very well on four-legged mechs, so as you will soon find out. So let's start off the left leg and the right leg. I'm currently doing this without the walk timer because, simply put, it goes out of sync too quickly, and then you end up with a two-legged mech trying to hop like a frog, which is amusing, sure, but not very effective. And as you can see, while it does work, I suppose, it works, but you can't go in third person. You have to keep controlling it. It's completely unusable in third person. So it's kind of, you're stuck in this view, really. This is the only way to keep it from going upwards and downwards and left and right, because well, not because, but I could fix this with the same sensors I have on the left and the right now, as you can see, by making it so that every time it goes towards the ground, it will use gyros to go back up, and when it goes back, the same will happen, then it will go back down. You know, just to compensate for the movement I currently have those sensors to do that. But what would happen is that you would have your visor, well not your visor, your aiming point completely stuck at one little zone in front of you. So it's kind of it still is kind of useless now, but it's less useless than what it would have been with the extra assistance on it. Well, I'll just step out of here and let this wacky thing just derp on. And as you can see, it immediately fails to walk now. I won't be surprised if it breaks itself. Well, anyways. But then we have the more successful and a lot cooler Mark II, the Bigfoot Mark II. What I kind of did with this is basically, you can probably see it yourself already. I just removed the cockpit, added the merge block on the front of one, and added the merge block on the back, put them together, and with a few extra tweaks to get the movement right, I came up with this. And this one is actually genuinely effective at walking. And it seems that poor Bigfoot is going off for a little spacewalk. Right there. You okay there, buddy? Gracious. Graciously walking out in space. Oh, that's a good part. I should just spawn a few of those after this into space. That looks amazing. Let's see here. Why are you there? You're not supposed to be there. Let me just fix that real quickly. B walk, no, it's B walk 2. B walk. That is start. Yes, that's what it's supposed to happen. Okay, so I now press both the walk timers, and then the back leg and the front legs will just move separately now. There we go. And while the startup is kind of... Oh. I can't go without errors, can I? Well, let's just quickly retract everything. There we go. And try again. The startup of this thing is kind of wonky, I suppose. As you can see, it just... Yeah, it kind of goes all its head completely on above, completely pointed into the sky. Well, even though there's no sky in space. And I have forgotten to turn off something, I see. There we go. And now it should stabilize out. I forgot to turn off the frontal thruster, which causes a lot of annoyance when walking. But as you can see, it's both faster and more stable than the Mark I version. And if it can get up to speed, as you can see, it can actually walk at a decent speed. When I say decent, don't expect speeds up over 3 meters per second. But hey, it works. I mean, a mech never has been effective. The only reason to build a mech is because it's really cool. So that's why we have these. And as you can see, what have I mentioned it before? Doesn't really matter. The timers are already going out of sync, causing the legs to move almost, yeah, they go wrong basically. They just break itself over time, and then he's just gonna walk over his buddies over there. But they do look cool though, and that's basically what Space Engineers is all about, right? Effectivity can take a backseat whilst these things, whilst mechs and all that can take the spotlight, as it were. And as you can see, they are capable of climbing, sort of. Don't expect them to climb any hills now. Well, hills are doable, not mountains. Not that there are mountains in space. But still, you get my meaning. They will manage to get over a asteroid pretty easily though, and I can show you that. That's not a big problem really. Let's see here. Spawn in. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't know, moon. That's now moon. can I turn it around a little? No. That's not the one I want. That's what I want. And then I can just basically spawn it over here so that I have a bit of... Oh right, of course. I thought that maybe I could spawn it just in the middle of something, but hey. There they go. Off into space. Literally spacewalking. That's kind of cute actually. Let's just quickly... If it can... Oh, there you go. New station. And then just quickly add a gravity generator. And some power so that my mechs can walk over this. Let's see here. There we go. All I need is some power now. Power, power, power. And even though I have some modded blocks in this world, and the thrusters look like they're modded, that's only the color that's been adjusted. There's nothing really modded on these mechs, so it's got nothing to do with that. Okay, let's go. Let's spawn one in and see how it walks on Astro. I haven't actually tried this before, now that I think of. I have tried it with some obstacles. Not much, but some. Well, then let's turn off these and turn on these. And it's already having a panic. Well, that's just the cost of it, I suppose, to keep it stable. Well, suppose it's doing fine. I think the sensors are kind of messing it up though. It still is working though. Let's see if I can just get up this little hill over here. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. Well, yeah, I mean, it's working, I suppose. It's just not working very fast. But that's to be expected from a mech, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to get there, is it? It's just every time it gets here, it's just going to bounce back. Yeah, that's to be expected. Or well, with the help of my thrusters, maybe, if I just... Come on, you can do it. Well, it can. It can. It eventually, if you are patient enough to use a most illogical device to walk around an asteroid, then yes, you can effectively use this to walk over these tiny hills. If you're patient enough, really. Otherwise, I don't think it's a very effective means of transport. And there goes the whole timer glitch again. You see what I mean? It now has this kind of like a horse-like walk, making it sometimes sit down. It's really annoying. There's not much to be done about it though. That's the worst part of it. Let's just let it walk off into space like the others. Yeah, the back legs are almost moving at the same speed, which is really fucks up its complete movement of it. Because if its legs just kept moving at the way I made it to do so, then it would probably have a lot less problems with these type of hills. But it kind of screws itself over with the glitch timers, and I suppose it's gonna go for a gracious spacewalk as well. Yeah, goodbye, buddy. There you go. Look at that. Kind of adorable, really. It's like a space puppy. No. Oh well. Anyways, that was my Bigfoot mech. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time.